Harrison. I have finished work. Do you need me to pick up anything on my way home? I'm heading to the supermarket for some groceries.
Noah's craving some snacks. Could you grab that for him? Also, a bag of chips and a bottle of coca, please. Thanks.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't give him a snack. He eats less at dinner after having it.
How about giving it to him after dinner? It can be his dessert, and we'll find something else for snack time. I'll find something at the supermarket. Maybe some crackers or puffs could be a good alternative.
Thanks. After a long day, you might tired.
No problem. Thanks for preparing the dinner. Our son should be having more food, not just sweets. By the way, how's your day? Any progress on the job search?
Nothing yet. There are a few okay options, but I want something better than my previous job. I'm sorry it's taking a while. I know it's tough on you too.
Don't worry about it, honey. I know you're putting in effort to find the right job. I did agree that you should leave your previous job. It was genuinely a toxic workplace, and I'm relieved you're not there anymore.
Yeah, I guess. I'm glad I don't work anymore either. But it may be hard for you when I'm jobless.
It's been about 2 months since you left. Fortunately, we still have enough savings and my stable income to sustain us for a while. However, we can't maintain this situation indefinitely. I don't want to pressure you, but it's a reality we need to address.
Yeah, I also want to move past this situation as soon as possible and find a new job. I'll do my best to secure a good job quickly, I promise.
It would be a significant relief to find a job soon, but please don't feel overly rushed. I want you to find a good job that doesn't replicate the negative experience you had before, or worse. By the way, didn't a friend mention a job opening? How did that go?
Regarding that opportunity, someone else got the position before I could apply. Unfortunately, I was too late in trying to submit my application, so I couldn't secure the job.
Oh, it's okay. I suppose it just wasn't meant to happen. I'm confident that another opportunity will come along for you. Have you considered reaching out to the friend who informed you about this job? Maybe they can provide more information about other job openings.
Yeah, the friend who initially mentioned this job opening said that they could check for other possibilities. They assured me they would notify me once they came across something suitable.
By the way, aren't you consistently searching for jobs online?
Absolutely. I'm checking job listings every day. I apply to any promising opportunities, but you never really know until you attend an interview.
I understand. I see how hard you're working to secure a new job. Besides, you've also been helping out around the house. I really appreciate that.
Of course, it's the least I can do since I'm not currently employed. As you're currently the breadwinner, it feels right for me to contribute more to household chores. I do miss working, though. I don't want to continue being a financial burden to you. I'll continue searching for new job openings.
I want to assist you in finding a job as soon as possible.
Thank you. Your support means a lot to me, especially during these challenging times. I hope I land a good job soon, too.
Hey, Harrison, are you on the way to pick up Noah? Normally you're there by now. But his teacher called me and said you haven't arrived yet. Are you almost getting there?
Oh, I apologize. I forgot to inform you. I won't be able to pick him up today.
Why not? Weren't you at home checking job listings? Did you have something important going on today?
Yes, remember that friend who said he'd told me about job openings?
Yeah, and?
I'm meeting up with him, and he's informing me about a job opportunity he found.
All right, but why didn't you let me know earlier? How did you forget about picking our son up from kindergarten? I'm still at the office and can't drop everything to go pick him up.
Can't he wait at the kindergarten a bit longer? I can pick him up after I meet with my friend.
No, you need to pick him up right away. Why can't you bring your friend along and go pick Noah up from his kindergarten class? He's waiting alone with his teacher, and everyone else has already left. Can you consider rescheduling the meeting for another day? I really need you to go pick him up.
However, he mentioned that this job opportunity is particularly promising. I'm eager to learn about it immediately. If I learn about it later, I might miss the opportunity and not secure the job. That's why it's crucial for me to meet him today. Is there any way you can manage work responsibilities and go pick him up then?
All right, I'll check with my boss to see if I can leave now to pick up Noah.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. I have a positive feeling about this opportunity.
I don't want you to miss out on this chance either, so I'll do my best to persuade the boss to let me leave work early today. However, this is the only time. Oh, Kate, I can't make a habit of asking my boss for this kind of flexibility regularly. And please, give me advance notice if you have plans and can't pick up Noah. Can you make sure to inform me from now on?
Yes, absolutely. I apologize for not telling you this time. I really appreciate your assistance. My friend spoke to the hiring manager about me and they're showing interest. I have a good feeling about this. I won't waste this opportunity you're helping me with. I'm determined to make it count.
I hope everything goes well. Best of luck, honey. Okay, I'm going to go talk to my boss about Noah and see how it goes. When will you back at home?
I might return late. Plus, there'll be some drinks involved. Can you make dinner for yourself and Noah tonight too? I know it's sudden. Sorry.
No problem. I'll take care of dinner. I have tomorrow off, so I'm planning to hang out with Noah. Is that okay? We'll go to bed as usual, and we might be asleep when you return. Please come back quietly so you don't wake Noah up, okay?
Sure, I'll be careful when I come back. I'll do my best to be quiet. Where are you and Noah going tomorrow? I didn't know you had plans for the weekend.
We got invited by Noah's friend's mom to their house. We will prepare lunch together.
Nice. Should I join or is it better if I don't? I know all of Noah's friends, so it won't be awkward if I come.
No, it's okay. I'm looking forward to talking with this mom privately. It might be awkward if you're there.
Really? Why's that?
She might want to discuss her husband, and it could be uncomfortable with you around.
I see. I get it. I don't even want to imagine how that conversation might go.
Yeah, it's probably best if you skip the play date. And I want you to concentrate on your job search in the meantime.
All right, I'll do that then. I'll just focus on looking for jobs. So I'll entrust Noah to you for today and tomorrow.
No problem. Give me a heads up if you'll be back really late.
Are you almost home? I've prepared dinner for us already.
Yes, I'm on my way back. What are you doing right now?
I'm just relaxing on the sofa, waiting for both of you to return.
Got it? By the way, Noah won't return home with me.
What? Isn't he supposed to be with you?
No, he's not coming back. I didn't want him around, so I left him at my parents' house.
Ah, what are you saying? Is this some kind of joke? You're not serious, right?
Well, you can see me returning alone.
No way. You left Noah at your parents' house and came back without him? What's wrong, Cecilia?
My parents are taking good care of him. I just want him to be away while we discuss our future.
Why? We never fought, and we agreed we would never fight in front of Noah. Why should we argue at this moment? And what do you mean by our future? I can't get your point.
I've given this a lot of thought. You wouldn't want to reveal your negative side in front of your son, right?
What? Why would I apologize? But I haven't done anything wrong. I don't understand.
True, you haven't done anything. That's precisely the issue. So you understand what you did wrong?
I'm still not getting it. What do you mean I haven't done anything? Can you clarify the situation for me?
You mentioned you were seeking a job, but it seems otherwise. These past couple of months, you had no intention of getting a new job.
No. I am genuinely trying to seek a new job. I've been putting in a significant effort to land a good job. You're aware of that, right? I've even dressed in a suit for job interviews. You saw me leave just this morning in a suit, didn't you?
Yes, and I also witnessed you entering a casino in that same suit. You've been using the money I've been providing for gambling?
No. You followed me, didn't you? What's the reason? Why are you stalking me?
Initially, you seemed genuinely focused on finding a job and attending interviews. However, over the past 2 weeks, all you've been doing is gambling and spending time with friends. I was suspicious of your activities outside, so I took a day off each week to monitor your actions.
So, you lied about going to work and instead followed me around? Who do you think you are? We're supposed to be loyal as a married couple.
Then why do you keep your fondness for casinos a secret from me? You lied to me, saying you attended job interviews while actually going to the casino. I followed you weekly, and each time you were heading to a casino in your suit. You consistently lied about attending job interviews. I can't continue being married to someone who deceives me. I want a divorce.
Hold on. What if I occasionally took breaks from job searching? I admit, I had days when I didn't seek jobs or attend interviews, but I consistently asked friends about job opportunities. You happened to catch me on the days when I took a short break. Is it fair to seek a divorce just because I took some time off from the job search? You're overlooking the days when I was genuinely making an effort. We should talk about this later, Cecilia.
Okay, I'll move to our parents' house for a while. I'm coming home to pack my belongings and Noah's. You better go out before I get home, okay? I've had enough. I won't wait any longer for you. Harrison, we should proceed with our divorce procedure soon. It's the only option left. You need to sign the papers. I've been waiting for you to do so because you didn't want to involve the court. How much longer do you intend to keep me waiting?
By the way, how's everything there? Are you enjoying your time at your parents' place? Is Noah doing well and having fun?
I'm not here for small talk. All I need is for you to sign those papers. If you continue to delay, I'll take legal action.
I apologize if I upset you. My concern was genuinely about how you and Noah are faring.
We'll soon be strangers again, so our well-being won't be my concern anymore. It's time for you to secure a job quickly since we're divorcing, and I won't be providing financial support any longer.
Regarding that matter, I wanted to discuss it with you.
About what? I'm confused. There shouldn't be anything left to discuss.
The reason for our divorce is that I couldn't secure a job quickly enough, right? But I finally found one.
What do you mean you found one? Have you been officially hired?
Well, it's not completely official yet, but I'm quite confident that I'll get the job. Remember that friend who informed me about job opportunities? I finally got an interview. I'll be employed soon.
An interview? Seriously, Harrison? Or are you just joking?
I'm serious. Now there's no reason for us to get divorced. Come back home. Let's reconcile and be a family again. We shouldn't end our marriage while Noah is still so little. Let's continue living together.
Are you kidding? You won't get that job anyway. Are you going to keep deceiving me? When will you stop?
I'm not lying. Why won't you believe me? I genuinely believe I'll get the job this time.
I'm aware that you've been lying to me.
How do you even know I'm lying?
Because your friend is working with me. I asked him to share everything he told you. He never mentioned any job opportunities. The two of you just went out for drinks and discussed things unrelated to finding a job. So it's clear you're lying again.
He's your collaborator.
Yes, he's working with me.
But he's been my friend since high school. How could he betray me and side with you?
You thought I had nothing ready to get divorced from you? I want to have custody of Noah, and I expect you to contribute to child support, of course. Knowing the truth completely eliminates any sympathy I have for you. That's why I paid your friend to help me gather evidence.
What's that going to do for you? I can't understand. I don't see how that can affect me badly.
Hey, dude, how about we grab some drinks again? I'll cover the tab, but it's from the money my wife gave me. She hasn't even noticed when I take cash from her wallet. Honestly, I'm getting worn out from pretending to search for a job. I don't think I'll ever actually land one. My wife's income is sufficient to support the whole family, so getting a job seems pointless. These are all the messages you sent to your friend, right?
Wait, is this all a fabrication? You made it up, didn't you?
There are numerous messages you sent to your friend, and I even have a record of your conversations. I have plenty of evidence about how you truly feel about me and the job search. The day you told me your friend was going to discuss a job opening, all you did was hang out and chat about random things. No job openings were discussed at all. You didn't even pick up Noah when you did nothing?
But hey, weren't you troubled by me not going to pick up Noah? If you knew in advance that I was spending time with that friend, then you also knew to leave work early and pick up Noah. That implies you lied to me. You fabricated the entire story about being troubled over picking up Noah.
Oh, and that was my plan. I had already picked him up by then, so I had to pretend to be upset that you didn't pick him up. I'm not comfortable with dishonesty, so it didn't come naturally to me like it seems to for you, but I did my best.
So, you lied to me after all? How could you accuse me of being a liar?
Well, I only had to lie to you because you were being untruthful with me. I didn't want to have to lie. I don't like lying. I didn't want Noah waiting at kindergarten and causing trouble for his teacher. Hence, I decided to pick him up on time and lie to you.
And what about the day you visited Noah's friend's house and had lunch with them? Was that a lie as well?
Yes, it was. I took him to my parents' house instead, and then met with your friend to collect the evidence he gathered for me. That's why I now have enough evidence to succeed in court.
Since when did my friend start helping you gather evidence?
After I discovered you were going to the casino, I reached out to your friend to gather more evidence.
Is it amusing to stalk me and turn my friend against me? You label me a liar, but your actions are far worse.
Only because you lied to me first. Do you think it's enjoyable to go through all this just because I found out my husband was lying to me and had no intention of finding a job? You even took money in my wallet without permission. I feel deeply hurt and disrespected. It seems like you've been enjoying spending time at home, drinking with friends, and gambling at the casino. You also believed you could rely on me financially forever and never work again. That's why I've decided to divorce you.
If we proceed to court, divorce is inevitable. There's no avoiding it.
Yes, you're going to have to divorce me either way. You'll have to make a choice between an easier or more challenging path. I already possess all the evidence needed to secure a favorable outcome in court.
However, I don't want to get divorced. I'm not employed yet. What am I supposed to do without you? Don't abandon me.
I understand your reluctance to get divorced, and I empathize with your job situation. However, it's crucial for you to find employment and become financially independent instead of relying on my finances. You previously expressed a desire to secure a job quickly. Now is the time to fulfill that commitment. I'm determined to ensure you fulfill your responsibilities for child support. It's crucial that you put in the effort to provide those child support on time.
Certainly, I'll commit to working hard again and meeting my financial obligations. I understand the need for another chance, and this time I'll actively seek employment. Are you implying that I was a burden despite handling household responsibilities?
Initially, you took care of household chores, but you started slacking off. You took cover letter writing and job interviews as excuses.
I'm willing to take on household duties and ensure I never forget to pick up Noah. Please grant me another chance. I still love you and Noah. I can't even imagine my life without both of you. I'm helpless without you, and I need you and Noah.
Well, you should have thought carefully before you went to casinos and drinking with your friends instead of looking for a job. If you were struggling or feeling depressed, I wished you'd confide in me for support. However, the recordings of your conversations with friends suggested you wouldn't care about the financial burden I took on for our future. And that was really painful. I earn enough to support the three of us, but it's not a substantial amount. I really needed your assistance to continue living together. However, it seemed like you were no longer willing to do that. I can't rely on your words or actions anymore.
I apologize for making you feel that way. I was drunken and ended up saying things I didn't intend to. Can you find it in your heart to forgive me? I promise not to lie or engage in any deceitful behavior moving forward. Trust me. I'll make a conscious effort to change. I'll secure a job and do the household chores as well. I won't let you bear all the burdens alone. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make amends.
If you truly want to make amends, there's one thing you can do. And that's to sign the divorce papers. I no longer want you in my life. Upon realizing that Harrison could no longer evade the divorce proceedings, he eventually agreed to sign the divorce papers. Soon after, Harrison's parents became aware of the divorce and its reasons. They approached me to express their apologies for their son's troublesome behavior over the past few months, which caused distress to both me and Noah. As Harrison had difficulty securing employment, his parents temporarily covered child support until he could find a job. I appreciated Harrison's parents for being decent and attempting to make amends for their son's actions. He eventually found a job to work at, but the work conditions were even worse than his previous job. Following the divorce, I live with my parents and continue working full-time with their support and caring for Noah. At first, Noah was confused by her dad's absence and our shift to living with my parents. However, he quickly adapted to this new living environment. And my parents' kindness towards Noah has contributed to his happiness. My complete trust in Harrison shattered when I discovered his lies and his disregard for boundaries. Consequently, I have lost faith in men altogether and have no plans to return to dating or meeting someone new anytime soon. I am content with the present and appreciate the positive aspects of my current situation.
Lily, I can't find my house keys. Could you please give me a new set? I'm afraid I can't give you new keys, Doris. In fact, I'm happy you lost your keys. It might be an opportunity for you to stay away from my house.
Huh, your house. Haha. You weren't even born when my husband purchased that house.
Well, I live there with my husband now. Even though he's your son, you don't have the right to show up whenever you want.
Oh, but I have every right, silly. I'm his mom, and it's my house.
No, it's not. Your husband gifted the house to Sam and me as our wedding present. Have you forgotten?
It's you who hasn't forgotten anything. You signed a prenuptial agreement, remember?
Of course I remember, Doris. Unlike you, I didn't marry for money. That's why I didn't hesitate to sign the prenup when you made me.
Say whatever you want, but please give me new keys or I'll change the locks. I need to check on the house for the week.
No, I'm tired of your involvement in our marriage. Please respect our boundaries as a couple.
Oh, shut up. You're just jealous of the relationship I have with my son?
Mom, you have a husband, but you me sleep on the couch throughout last week. You even slept on the same bed as Sam. Why should I be jealous of this relationship?
Maybe once you become a parent, you'll understand. My entire focus is on my only child, Sam. I will do everything for him.
Even feeding and bathing him? How ridiculous.
Absolutely. A child never outgrows the need for parental care.
This is absurd.
This is not the matter now. No! What I need are the keys to my own house.
I won't be providing you with new keys to my house. Take care of your own home. By the way, Mr. Arthur and Sam are on a trip. You seem to forget a lot. Sam isn't at home.
No, I remember it clearly because I miss my husband and my son. I'm not even sure everything is in order for his return.
You don't need to worry about that. Sam is my husband and I'll handle things before he returns home.
Oh, stop with the nonsense. You're useless to Sam. You even make him do his own laundry, bed, and prepare meals sometimes. I've had enough of you and I want you to leave the house immediately.
You can't be serious, Doris. Where do you expect me to go?
I don't mind wherever. I've never liked you, and now I have a good reason to finally get rid of you. I'm coming over with friends, and by the time I arrive, you'd better go.
How long have you been scheming this, Doris? Waiting until Mr. Arthur and Sam were away just so you could kick me out? I'm skeptical they'll approve of this.
I'm not concerned about their opinions. I believe I know what's best for them. Removing a worthless daughter-in-law like you from my son's life is a significant favor. I'm tired of our arguments. Just go away.
You don't have the right to manipulate Sam's life like this.
I don't care. Never contact us again.
You'll be sorry for this, Doris.
Oh my goodness. Where are you, babe? I just got home, and I've been looking for you all over the house.
Well, your mom kicked me out last night.
What? Why did she do that?
Yeah, she said I was useless to you and needed me out. I don't blame her, though. You tolerated this.
Don't say that, babe. I never knew it would come to this.
But what did you expect? Letting her do everything for you and having me sleep on the couch while she sleeps on the bed with you?
You don't understand, babe.
Then make me understand.
My mom was diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, and it got worse after she gave birth to me. All I've ever known is her control because whenever I refused her anything, she did something extreme.
What do you mean? She has narcissistic personality disorder?
She made me skip a whole semester at school just because I attended a party without her, and that's just a mild example.
Did she go to college with you?
Practically. She'd always come on weekends.
Wow, that's insane.
You have no idea. I was homeschooled from kindergarten to high school, and I wasn't allowed to have any close friends.
But she can't keep doing this to you. You're an adult now.
Yeah, I got that. I've been trying to make her stop, but she cries so intensely that it affects her health, and I genuinely can't bear to see her unwell.
This situation is more challenging than I imagined. But why did she approve of our marriage?
It's because she recognized my sincere love for you. When I first told her about you, she was furious. I reacted by refusing to eat or talk to her. Then she was afraid that I might harm myself and reluctantly agreed to let me marry you. But only under the condition that you sign a prenup.
She believed that no one could love you for the version of you that she raised. That's why she suspected that others were only interested in your wealth.
Exactly. She was surprised when you readily signed the prenup. Since then, she's been trying to find a way to force you out of the house. She hoped you would get tired and leave. That's why she became twice as annoying.
So, she became more annoying in the hope that I would leave?
Yes, but since you didn't, I think she grew impatient and decided to take matters into her own hands.
Well, we need to put a stop to this.
Totally agreed. I'll talk to her and bring you back home.
No, don't. I have a plan.
All right, but where are you?
I'm at my parents' house. Eating dinner at 7 p.m.
Okay, babe. I'm on my way. Please be safe. I love you.
I love you too.
Hey, Mom. Dad and I just returned from our trip.
Now your dad can finally give me some space. He always talks about needing time with you and claims that I make you spend all your time with me.
Lo, I know you missed me, Mom.
Of course I did. Are you back home now, son?
Yes, Mom. But I couldn't find Lily anywhere. Do you know where she is?
No, I chased her away.
I knew you wouldn't be able to keep up with her for much longer.
Oh my God! She became so unbearable. I couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah, even I got tired of her. She was just so useless.
Exactly, you have absolutely no need for her, son. I'm all you'll ever need.
Of course you are, Mom. She only cared for herself, and I wonder why I even fell in love with her.
Well, now that she's gone, her spell on you is broken.
Oh, that explains it. Thanks a lot for saving me, Mom.
Certainly you're my son, and I'll always be there for you.
But what about having children, Mom? I want to have my own family and care for them the way you care for me.
Yes, that's a wonderful idea, son. I adore children.
Yeah, but I'll need a woman to make that happen.
Oh, come on. You don't need anyone. You can consider using a surrogate or Ive.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. You're so smart, Mom.
Lily and the others are completely useless in your life. You won't miss her.
Yeah, you're right, Mom. I'm so relieved she's gone. She even made me clean the toilet. How annoying.
Ugh, she's so frustrating. I firmly told her never to contact us again.
That's fantastic, Mom. Thanks a lot for always taking care of me.
I love you, son. I'm on my way now. I miss you so much.
All right, Mom. I'll be waiting for you. I love you, too.
Hello, darling. I've been wanting to talk to you about something.
Sure, what's wrong?
I don't know how you'll react, but I feel it's important to say that I'm truly sorry.
You're worrying me now. Just tell me what's going on.
I got someone pregnant.
What? Are you serious?
I'm so sorry, darling. Please forgive me.
Why would you do this to us?
Well, you're always busy with Sam, and I've been feeling really lonely.
That's not an excuse. Sam is our son. Who else would I be with?
Me. I'm your husband, and I thought I deserved some fun, too.
But I allowed you to go on that trip with Sam. How could you betray me like this?
Sam kept talking about you the whole trip. He didn't recognize how miserable I was. He has no experiences of his own, and he's 30.
Why, Sam's experiences have to do with you getting another woman pregnant?
Since marrying you, I realized I've missed out on personal experiences.
Due to the lack of your attention, I decided to create some for myself.
Oh my God! But you're too old for this, Arthur. Are you trying to relive your teenage years, seeking attention, excitement, and new encounters?
Well, getting married to a 25 meant I missed out on a lot of fun. Now it's even worse because you've been with Sam all the time. He'll end up in my shoes, looking for excitement in all the wrong places because he never had any before.
You're talking nonsense. Sam tells me he has a great time with me.
Speaking of age, don't you think you're too old to have fun with Sam? Maybe you should consider joining a club with people your own age.
Me, old?
Yeah, you're getting on in years, and I'm tired of you. That's why I found someone half your age.
Come on, tell me you're joking.
No, I'm not. Lily is 5 months pregnant, and I want a divorce to marry her.
Lily, Sam's wife?
Well, she's no longer Sam's wife. I thought you both didn't need her anymore.
You're insane, Arthur. Lily is still Sam's official wife since their divorce procedure isn't finalized.
Tomorrow, Lily and I will serve the divorce papers. I wanted to inform you about us.
This is unbelievable. How can you do this to your wife and son?
Since it seems like you and Sam only care about each other, you can continue doing that. I'll be reclaiming the house I gave to Sam, and you won't be allowed back there.
No, I am your wife, and nobody can take you away from me.
But you took Lily's husband away from her.
That's not the same thing. I'll never let you get married to Lily. You're mine.
But you can't change anything.
You're too old, rude, and weak, and I don't want you anymore.
You can't properly care for me while caring for Sam. You'd break down.
I won't. I'm capable.
No, Doris, you'll need to make a choice between me and Sam. Keep in mind that Sam is left with nothing because you didn't allow him to live his own life. If you choose him, both of you will end up homeless and hungry.
But Lily is already pregnant with your child.
She can return to Sam. I mean, who cares, right?
What? No. She doesn't know how to care for Sam. Who will look after him? I'm all yes.
He's an adult and he'll learn to take care of himself just as everyone does. He'll be fine. I'll entrust the house to him. However, if you don't accept, I'll take everything, divorce you, and marry Lily.
No, this is unfair.
At least now you can empathize with how Lily felt when you took her husband from her against her will.
I didn't think of it like that. I thought I was just looking out for my son.
Well, now you can see the pain you've caused Sam, Lily, and even me.
I apologize, Arthur. I will choose you. Please, I don't want to be homeless. I beg of you. But you have to settle things with Lily so she can go far away. I don't want her near us anymore.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
What? Why not? Sam can't be with Lily. She didn't know how to take care of him. That's not to mention she's pregnant with your child. Don't you care about his feelings?
Well, Sam mentioned that he's okay being with her, but he's concerned about ending up homeless.
Wait, is Sam aware of the situation?
Absolutely he knows, and he readily agreed to it.
I don't believe you.
Well, feel free to confirm with him directly. You need to make a decision by tomorrow or divorce papers will be served.
I've made up my mind. I just want to talk to my son first.
Okay, I'll inform Lily to hold off on the divorce. I regret that it has come to this, darling.
Oh, come on. Sam, I can't believe you agreed to continue your marriage with that worthless woman.
I assume you've talked to Dad. I had no other option.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
What do you mean?
So, you'd rather stay with a woman who betrayed you. I mean, she's pregnant from your dad. Did you know that? If I were in your shoes, I'd choose to be homeless.
So, did you decide to be homeless?
No, I didn't, because I can't be homeless when my husband has many houses.
So you chose to stay with a man who betrayed you? Someone who got your son's wife pregnant? You have no shame either, Mom, and you're nothing but a hypocrite.
You talk like that to your mother. How dare you?
Well, it's because I've come to realize you've never truly loved or cared about me.
Stop talking nonsense.
But it's the truth, Mom. You've always done as you please, leaving the rest of us to put up with it.
You were putting up with me.
Yes, Mom, I was. All you did was invade my personal space and essentially take over my life.
No, I cared for you in a way that nobody else could, not even Lily. And this is how you repay me, you ungrateful and foolish person.
Why should I be thankful to you? You made it impossible for me to work or be independent. But you're willing to kick Lily out of the house just because you hate her. How do you expect me to survive?
You really are a disgrace. Instead, you prefer to stay married to someone who's pregnant with your father's child. It can't be acceptable.
Well, sorry to disappoint you, Mom, but Lily is pregnant with my child, not Dad's.
You're so foolish. I shouldn't have wasted my time on you.
I'm glad you finally realized it, so you can leave Lily and me alone to raise our child.
Stop talking nonsense. Lily isn't pregnant with your child. You haven't seen her since I chased her away?
Yes, she is 5 months pregnant, Mom. You chased her out 5 months ago, but you weren't aware of her pregnancy at the time. I didn't know either.
This is so confusing.
I talked to Lily the day after you kicked her out of the house, and went to see her. She revealed that she had been waiting for me to return from the trip to share some good news with me.
You stupid boy, you deceived me. You told me you were happy she was gone.
It was all part of a plan.
What plan?
Lily's plan was to make you experience the consequences of your actions.
And your dad was involved. You all plotted against me?
No, it was the only way to make you realize the kind of person you've become. And you know what? It worked perfectly.
Oh my goodness, Sam, you're so naive. Lily will make you take responsibility for yourself, and even for her. You'll have to work and earn money to support your child, and it won't be easy.
Dad takes care of himself. He said he would support me. I just need you out of my life so I can start taking responsibility for these things.
Are you serious? Did you go through all of this just to remove me from your life?
Yes, and it was worth it. I don't want you anywhere near my family anymore, so just stay away from us.
I won't. What are you going to do about it?
You'll figure it out soon since you refuse to leave Lily and I alone.
If you think this will make me back down, you're delusional.
All right then, watch out.
You heartless person. I need to see my son and grandchild.
How did you obtain my new contact? Why are you persistently following us?
I acquired it from your father. He informed me that you and your family had left the country.
We were compelled to leave because you refused to leave Sam and me alone. And Sam couldn't bear it if you faced legal consequences. But at this point, I think he'd be delighted to have you in jail.
You deceitful woman! Return my son and grandson to me.
Perhaps you should focus on reconciling with your husband first.
He also has a restraining order against me, and I had to bail myself out the last time I attempted to contact him.
Stop harassing us, or you will find yourself behind bars permanently.
I hate you so much. I regret the day you walked into my family's life. You took my family away from me, you monster.
You brought this upon yourself, Doris. Sam warned you, but you chose not to listen.
How was I to know that Arthur truly divorced me and the entire family, filing a restraining order against me?
You deserve this. You don't deserve a family. You're sick and you need assistance.
No, what I need is a place to live. I've been sleeping on the streets and chilly floors.
Mr. Arthur warned you, but you chose to disregard it. Well, there are countless others sleeping on the streets. At least you're not alone.
Just reveal where my son and grandson live so I can live with them. I also don't want to see you there either. You must be gone by the time I arrive.
You're quite delusional. Sam has no intention of reconnecting with you.
Well, that's because you manipulated him. I believe that if I can communicate with my son, he'll allow me back into his life.
No, he wouldn't. He's very busy, and the last thing he wants is your interference.
I knew it! I warned him that you would make him suffer, but he didn't listen. You're making my son work while you're idle all day. You'd better homeschool my grandson when he reaches the appropriate age.
I won't. I don't want to repeat your mistakes with my own child. Mike will go to school with his friends. I'll respect his independence and only intervene when absolutely necessary.
You're a useless mother, and you're an even worse wife. I hope my son divorces you so I can take care of him and my grandson. I'm confident I would do a better job.
If you were a competent wife and mother, why do your husband and son dislike you so much?
Because you've somehow enchanted them. No reasonable person would choose to be with a woman as useless as you.
Only someone as irrational as you would stay with someone like yourself. That's why your husband and son are avoiding you.
I'll reconnect with them eventually. They're my family and you can't separate us.
Good luck trying to reach them, but don't contact me again. I'm blocking you now, so stay away or I'll take legal action for harassment.
You won't get away with this, Lily. Remember my words.
Goodbye, Doris.
Hey, Lauren. I need you to leave your current job and take on the responsibility of caring for my dad.
What? What do you mean by telling me to leave my job? And you want me to become your dad's caregiver?
I just got a call from my dad a little while ago. Unfortunately, he had a bad fall and ended up breaking one of his hands.
Oh no, that's terrible.
He was attempting to reach something on a high shelf, but the chair was weak. Then he fell down and injured his hands. Given his age, living on his own is no longer feasible with these injuries. So I'm going to have you quit your job and start working full-time as my dad's caregiver.
I understand your concern for your dad, but making such a decision suddenly is not that easy. First of all, I'm not ready to quit my job right now.
Come on, Lauren. Your current job is just a simple one at the city office. That's not to mention you're the only woman in an office full of men. It's unlikely you'll get any significant promotions there. It's time to leave that job and come help my dad.
What? Are you serious?
Well, this is your job as the wife, right? And you're well aware that my dad still has responsibilities with his own company. He needs someone like you to assist him so he can quickly return to focusing on running his business.
Hey, Thomas, I didn't marry you to be the one taking care of your dad when he requires assistance. If you're concerned about him needing help, why don't you step in and support him? By the way, my work is unlike its appearance. I have less time off than you do. During family emergencies like these, you should be able to take a month of paid time off, right?
While I do have a substantial amount of paid time off saved up, I never see anyone using it all at once. If I were to take that much time off, can you imagine the impact it would have on my chances of getting a promotion? I'm tired of arguing about this, so just quit your job and come take care of my dad.
How about this compromise? Until his hands are usable again, we can hire someone to take care of him. He is the CEO of a company, so he can afford to find someone to take care of him.
There's no reason to hire anyone when you're right here. Besides, you're my wife, so it's essentially free for us. Understand?
This is a direct order from your husband, and you need to listen to me.
Enough with the explanations. Hurry up with the process of resigning from your job and getting here.
But I can't.
I've already informed my dad that you'll be arriving soon to take care of him. The plan is already in motion. Now I'm entrusting everything to you.
The next day.
Long time, no see, Lauren. I'm sure Thomas has told you about my injury.
Yes, he did mention it, but are you really doing okay now? Did the fall cause any other injuries?
Fortunately, I was quite lucky. I ended up with a broken hand and a sprained one. My head didn't hit anything, and apart from my hands, everything else was fine. I can still use it a bit with my left hand, despite the sprain.
That's a relief to hear.
Another thing Thomas mentioned is that you're planning to quit your job to be here. I appreciate the help, but I'm sorry you have to go through that. Are you really okay with leaving your job to be around me all the time?
Well, it's not exactly my choice. My husband ordered me to do so. He believes that times like these are why he married me in the first place.
Wait, what? What? Your husband told me you chose to leave your job after learning about my injury.
That's not accurate, Jeff. Just yesterday, he suddenly asked me to quit my job without much explanation. Then he informed me about your situation and insisted that I needed to be a good wife and take care of you while your hands were injured. When I expressed my reluctance, he got upset with me.
It's definitely not the story Thomas shared. I'm so sorry, Lauren. While my hands are currently of limited use, I'll figure out a way to handle things on my own. I don't want to force anyone to do something for me when they're not comfortable with it. So please don't worry.
So, you're saying it's fine if I don't quit my job?
Absolutely. It's perfectly fine. It seems that Thomas might be trying to exploit the situation for his benefit. I apologize for any confusion.
In fact, I've already informed my boss that I'll be resigning from my position.
What? You've already told them you're leaving your job?
I just assumed that complying with my husband's wishes was what I needed to do. When I decline any request he makes of me, he becomes notably agitated and annoyed. The last time I opposed something he suggested, it felt like a full-blown conflict erupted within our home. So, this time I felt compelled to make a difficult decision and seriously considered leaving my job for good.
Did Thomas consistently behave that way towards you?
Yeah, nevertheless, you don't need to be concerned with my situation right now. I'll be at your place tomorrow as soon as possible to take care of you. If there's anything you need me to pick up on my way over, just inform me, and I'll take care of it for you.
Your support means a lot to me, but I regret that you have to go through this. Since you'll be looking after me for a while, I'd like to compensate you. I could portray it as if you were my housemaid, thus you can earn money for your efforts. How does that sound? I'll ensure you receive a generous payment for your work.
That really puts a smile on my face. But before either of us realized it, Thomas would be furious with me for taking any money to help you around. To be honest, it's already more than enough that you're offering that.
Do you genuinely think Thomas would be dissatisfied with you? If that's a concern for you, don't worry. I'll ensure your compensation remains confidential. I'll pay you with cash every month so that he won't know our arrangement. So please allow me to start paying you from now on.
Are you really okay with that?
I wouldn't want you to assist me without receiving anything in return. You've already made sacrifices, giving up a job just to care for me. Now you'll be taking care of all my needs for the next few months. It's only fair that I compensate you for the work you'll be doing.
Thank you so much for your understanding, Jeff. I'm looking forward to coming over to your house starting tomorrow. It's been such a long time since we met each other.
So do I. I understand that looking after an old guy like me may not be the most exciting thing, but I'm genuinely glad it's you and not someone else.
6 months later. Thomas, where are you at the moment? Your dad has fallen again. Currently, he's in the emergency room, but I can't handle this alone and need your support. The hospital must have contacted you.
It seems like a hassle for me, so you go ahead and handle it on your own there. Inform the doctor that I have urgent work that I can't step away from right now.
What? You're not even going to visit your dad after his bad fall. And why do you need to work on a Sunday? You always have Sundays off. I know you're just sitting at home, so what's your excuse?
Shut up! If Sundays are for staying at home, then why did my dad get hurt again? I don't have time to talk to you right now. I have important matters to solve, and I don't want to deal with you two now.
What important matters are you referring to? Wait, don't tell me you think your dad is going to die now? It may be a bad fall, but it wouldn't be life-threatening.
I received a call from the hospital, and they told he was unconscious for over an hour. He had a bad fall half a year ago. I think his life is coming to an end. I want to be prepared with plans before it happens.
Your thoughts are irrational. He's not on his deathbed yet.
Fine, take care of him for me. If it comes to that, give me a call immediately.
The next month. Hey, Thomas, what's going on with these divorce papers? I just got back from the hospital after your dad's health improved. Why are completed divorce papers in the bedroom?
Oh no, just when I thought he wouldn't make it. I never expected him to recover from that fall this time. I had hoped that once he passed away, I would inherit his company and everything else.
Huh.
Well, even if he's not gone yet, he'll probably have to step down as the CEO. If that happens, I, as his son, would be assigned to the position. So, because of that, you and I are getting a divorce.
I'm completely unaware of what's happening now. Why are you suddenly talking about divorce?
Because I have a woman ready for me when I become the CEO.
What? Who is this woman you plan on being with once you're the CEO? I hate to mention about this, but have you been cheating on me?
And what's wrong with me cheating on you? You're the one who quit your job and is rarely home. Since you're hardly around, chores are left undone, and I can't put up with that.
I had to quit my job because of you, Thomas. You insisted I leave my job to take care of your dad, and that's why I've been away every day. So don't blame me for not doing the house chores and use it as an excuse to cheat on me.
Who knows, you're always at my dad's house instead of staying at home with me. Or even worse, you weren't even there and were with other men. Even after my dad recovered, you insisted on being at his house, and that made me doubt your honesty.
Excuse me?
In your absence, I found someone else to fill the void you left. She is attractive and makes me happy while I'm busy with work. She'll be the next woman in my life, the young wife of a new CEO. So you have no place in my life anymore.
I disgust you, Thomas. Well, whatever now. If that's what you want, let's proceed with the divorce. You're going to have to compensate me, and it's not just about you. The girl you've been involved with will also pay me a settlement.
Hold on a moment, Lauren. Don't attempt to intimidate me like that. And please don't touch her. She's just 23 years old, and forcing a young person like her to pay a significant amount is morally wrong.
What? Are you serious? The person you cheated on me with is still 23 years old. A college student, you mean? What were you thinking, getting involved with a girl who is still in college?
Well, she approached me first. She worked part-time in my company, and one thing led to another. And I'm sure that when she heard that I would be the next CEO of this company, she would fall into my arms.
Huh.
Thus, don't bother attempting to collect money from us, as you were the only one at fault in this. If you hadn't been away from home all the time, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Nevertheless, I'll be generous enough to let you keep the house. That should be sufficient to halt any attempts to make us pay, right?
Wait. You're going to give me the house?
Yeah, as part of our property division, I'll give you the house and some extra money for the trouble you've caused. That should satisfy you without any complaints, right? I've been preparing everything since yesterday.
It's surprising that even after your dad's accident, you never visited him in the hospital. I had no idea that you were considering a divorce all this time.
Well, I'm leaving you the house and everything else to put an end to our relationship.
I'm okay with that, but I won't be taking it back.
I don't even mind. I will become CEO in the near future. My dad will step down, and I'll inherit both his position and the house he lives in. I plan to marry my new girlfriend and enjoy a wonderful life together.
I'll initiate the divorce proceedings soon. Even though the company is no longer operational, I appreciate you giving me the house and other assets.
Wait a second, Lauren. What do you mean the company is not around anymore?
Your dad's company is no longer in existence. Right before he had his second fall, he sold the company and all its assets to a larger corporation.
What did you just say?
That's why I was confused when you mentioned becoming the next CEO and the girl being the next wife to the CEO. Maybe hearing about your dad's fall again broke your brain in some way.
Hey, Lauren! Explain this to me now. Since when did my dad sell his company? Why wouldn't he have just given it to me? And why didn't he inform me about any of this?
This all stems from the strict order you gave me back then to quit my job and take care of your dad full time. I've known about his plan to sell the company for a while now, and I was there to assist him with the process.
What? Is that true?
Even after he recovered from his first fall, I spent my whole time helping him. He asked for my assistance in finding a buyer for his company at a good price. Yet for some reason, you interpreted my time away from home as me cheating on you with other men. And that was your reason for cheating on me with a college student. You truly are the most despicable kind of monster.
Wait, that can't be real. Why would my dad ever sell the company? He kept me here all this time to take over, and that's why I've been working tirelessly. I've anticipated becoming the CEO for the longest time, studying day and night to ensure I can run it successfully.
Maybe you should have focused more on learning about your dad's company instead of other things. For a long time, your dad's company has been steadily losing money.
Are you serious?
Even though I say that, selling it wasn't your dad's initial choice. After the fall 6 months ago that left him in rough shape, he realized he shouldn't be working anymore. He admitted that he's not a young man anymore and should use the time he has left to enjoy life. Instead of passing the company on to you, he wants to take the money from the sale and be done with it.
If he was going to make such a significant decision, he would have consulted me first. Why would he do all of that without considering my opinion?
We attempted numerous times to get your input back then, but every time we asked you to come to your dad's house, you claimed you were busy with work. Do you remember when your dad called you to talk? You responded by saying that I'd handle everything for you. Following that, you would claim to be too busy with work to listen to him. Because of the distance you created between yourself and your dad, he eventually gave up on trying to contact you. Actually, he never had the opportunity to discuss selling his company with you.
So that's what he intended back then when he kept being persistent and calling me all the time.
Only a month after that, your dad's company was done for, and he had sold it. His fall coincided with the time the larger enterprise agreed to buy his company.
So, what am I supposed to do now? I thought I had that company secured for myself, but things are not going according to plan. To ensure that I could acquire the company soon, I even forged my dad's handwriting and submitted a form stating that he would be stepping down.
What?
When I received a call from the hospital informing me that my dad had fallen and was seriously injured, immediately after that call, I forged a document stating that he would step down as CEO. I then called my girlfriend and shared all the good news. We were so excited to enjoy a wonderful life together.
How could you dare to forge your father's signature?
Hold on a moment. You did mention that my dad pocketed all the money for his company, right? I don't think he'll need that money, unless he uses it all for his medical bills and other fall-related expenses. You didn't assist my dad all that time without expecting something in return, did you? Perhaps you've been eyeing his money as well. He still has the house and other assets, right?
It seems like you've been thinking about this a lot. Well, he does still have some assets remaining, like the house and the car.
Thank goodness. Having some of that left is perfectly fine with me. Well, at least this time I don't have to worry about running a company, and we'll still be able to make a significant amount of money through those remaining assets.
Huh. Why do you assume all of that will become your possession?
He's been hospitalized for a while, and of course, he's not a young man anymore. I'm sure it won't be long before he passes away, and then I'll inherit all of his belongings, including any money that might be left after the medical bills. So, essentially, everything is mine now.
Sorry, but your dad claimed that everything would ultimately go to me. He won't be leaving a single thing for you in his will.
No way. He can't do that to his son.
But that's the truth. He told me he never imagined that his own flesh and blood would turn out to be some kind of rotten soul. He completed writing his will with the assistance of his lawyer and me. I will inherit all his assets after his death.
Wait a second. Did you threaten my dad and force him to give you all his things, right?
What the hell are you saying, Thomas?
Did you threaten him by saying that unless he left everything to you in his will, you would not take care of him anymore? He couldn't use his hands, so he had no option but to succumb to your threats, right? And since then, he has been too weak to resist you, so you can take advantage of the situation, correct?
Because you perceive things in that manner, I'm done with you. You no longer have any responsibility for looking after your dad. We don't require your assistance in caring for him anymore, so don't show your face around us again. A week later.
Lauren, please answer my phone. I've ended things with that young woman. Then what if we just pretend we never got divorced? The moment she found out I wouldn't be CEO anymore, she disappeared and I couldn't even get a response from her.
Who would want to marry a man without wealth, especially after being caught lying? I have to say no to your request. I don't want to reconcile with you after you cheated on me.
What? No?
And even if I did, I've already submitted the divorce papers.
Please, Lauren. My dad said he cut ties with me, but he'll need someone to look after him and I'll be his only option. You're too nice to just throw my dad away like that, aren't you?
Yes, he's done a lot for me to get where I am. So, I'll continue taking care of your dad. I want to thank you for giving me the house and everything in the divorce. We'll sell his house and live together in ours.
What, you and my dad?
I've been looking after him for nearly a year, and it hasn't been that difficult for someone like me. Because of his kindness, I promise to care for all his needs until the very end.
It's impossible. You're divorcing me, and yet you plan to continue living with my dad? That's not something that normally happens.
I understand it might seem strange from an outsider's perspective. However, your dad is like a second father to me, and I couldn't just abandon him. We'll just be housemates or something like that, so there's nothing odd about us living together. He even mentioned that he'll continue to support me financially even after our divorce. I'll do my best to ensure the remaining years of his life are the best he's ever had.
Would it be okay if I joined you both? I promise, I'll never cheat on you again, okay?
You already know the answer to that. You're not someone we can trust to live under the same roof as us. So have a great life, Thomas. Consider it a relief that the woman causing trouble will no longer be a concern for you. Enjoy living on your own and do whatever makes you happy. After that, Jeff made a quick recovery from his injuries and was discharged from the hospital to move in with me. Perhaps selling his company made him more comfortable, as he didn't seem to require much care from me after returning home. He could pursue his hobbies and go out independently. Both of us enjoy our life together. As for Thomas, he faced numerous challenges after our divorce. He tried to pursue that girl again, but kept getting rejected. She even reported him to the police for harassment. After a long time looking for a job, he applied to work in the enterprise that acquired his dad's company. Although the salary was half of what he previously earned, he must feel lucky to find a job with his little experience. While working there, Thomas made misguided attempts to pursue relationships with female colleagues. Unfortunately, they rebuffed him, stating that he was too old to be approaching younger women.
Hey, Sam. Is everything okay? How did your dad's funeral go? Did everything run smoothly?
Yeah, we just finished. A lot of people came, so I was happy about that. I think Dad would have been happy to see all his friends, but it would have been better if you were able to come. He would have wanted you there.
I'm really sorry, Sam. I tried my best, but I couldn't get the day off from work. My boss was being so unreasonable. But anyway, there's something that I want to talk to you about. Is now a good time to do that?
Oh, you want to talk?
It's about the house that your dad was living in. Well, now that he's gone, and there's no one that's gonna live there now, right? I think it would be a good idea to sell that house and use that money to buy a new place. We could get a nice big place and live with my parents.
What? What? You want to sell my dad's house, and you want us to live with your parents? I'm not sure how I feel about that, but you can't just decide that on your own.
Sam, we can't just keep renting. We need to have our own apartment one day. And now is a good time. We should buy a house now while the market is still good.
But we never talked about it before. Like I said, that isn't something that only you got to decide.
But it involves my parents. As their only child, I get to decide what we do for them.
Sure, but I gotta stay in my own house. Besides, you're talking about my dad's house.
Yeah. Both of your parents are dead now. My parents are still alive, and I want to spend as much time with them as I can.
Don't you know what you're talking about, John? You're talking about selling childhood home here. At the very least, you could have considered moving your parents in there first. Why do we have to sell it and buy a new place? You don't even want to get another house but an apartment. Is that even good for our future?
I said I wanted to live with my parents. Your dad's house is big enough and it's nice, but the location is very inconvenient. It's too far from work. We can buy an apartment closer to the city, and it'll be big enough for my parents to live with us too. Doesn't that sound good? Just wait and see. You'll come around too.
But what about me and what I want?
What's wrong with living with my parents? Like they say, the more the merrier.
God, I'm so disappointed. I didn't think that you would be this self-centered.
What? What? How dare you? This is all your fault anyway. You're the one that insists on working when I want you to stay home.
What?
My parents have been pestering me about getting a divorce. They don't like the fact that you haven't been taking good care of me.
Really? You mean that women belong in the house and not outside working? What kind of backroad 1950s thinking is that? Your job doesn't pay that well in the first place. There's no way we could survive on your salary alone. I work so that I can support this family. I never said that I quit working after I got married in the first place. No one does that anymore, John.
Don't talk back to me. Are you forgetting? I'm the one that has the deed for your father's house.
What? How did you get it?
Yeah, I do. It doesn't matter what you say or how much you protest. My word is final. If you keep quiet and just do as I say, then I'll let you live with us. Do you understand? But if not, then you better pack your things and leave right now. I'm not gonna put up with your behavior.
Wait a minute. We need to talk about this.
I see how it is. You've made your choice. I don't want to hear another word from you. I'm gonna buy a high-rise apartment for my parents. And I've already decided on this. Don't you dare get in my way.
There's something wrong with you? You're not the person that I marry. I'm sure you didn't really think about this in the long term.
There's nothing to think about. Everything is going to go smoothly, and it's gonna be great. If you don't like my plan, then you can leave. That's gonna be great for me. I can finally be released from being shackled to you. This marriage is a shame.
I see that your true colors are finally showing. 2 weeks later.
Hey, I need to tell you this. I'm so happy now.
What's wrong, John?
I got quite a large sum of money from selling your father's house. It's more than enough for my apartment. My parents are in there now. So if you don't like it, then you can get a divorce and leave us alone.
Okay, I'll file for a divorce today.
Really? What's a nice thing ever?
I'll have all the papers ready soon. But don't weigh me for whatever happens next.
What happens next? Nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna be living my life without you. You're just a loser.
Right. Hey, aren't you talking more? John.
What, Sam? What, these people, and what are they doing in my home?
I have no idea. What do you mean?
They all came here suddenly and demanded that I open the door. You must have something to do with this. You better tell me the truth.
Not me. But, to be precise, it's my brother.
Brother? You have 10 brothers?
I said brother, so just one. You've met Peter before. Why are you playing stupid? I don't think you've met his friends, though.
What on earth? You are responsible. I don't even care about the details. Just make them go away.
I can't do that. Those people have it in for you. They were planning on living in that house that you sold without our permission.
What? What?
They lost their home, so they decided to go to you. After all, you did use that money to buy the apartment. It makes sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. What is wrong with your brother? It's so odd because even though they invaded this place, they were all so polite about it. I thought that they would be rude.
What? They aren't being rude?
No, they just made a pot of coffee, and they're just sitting in the living room. I don't have time for any of this. I need to leave, but I can't just let them be here. You need to do something.
Why did you tell me that? You can call the police instead. They're trespassing, aren't they? There's good reason for the police to come.
Well, I can't really.
If you told the police, they'll have the authority to do something about it. You better do it quick if you have to go.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't? Because if you did, you'd have to explain to the police that you stole that deed from me and sold that house without my permission. You'll be the one they arrest for theft.
I'm not a thief. You agreed that I could do it.
I don't remember agreeing with you about anything. Besides, you don't have anything in writing. You stole the deed from the safe that was in the house. You didn't even hire a real estate agent to help you do things legally. You did that without any written consent from me or my father's lawyer.
Well, I thought that no one would notice.
Right, you got the combination to the safe and just took it. My brother was supposed to live in that house. It was left for him, but you stole that from him. So, of course you can't call the police. They'll know what you did. They wouldn't even have to investigate that long.
Shut up, Sam! You're being annoying.
One more thing. You said that you were gonna live there with your parents, but they aren't there. Who's that young woman staying there instead?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. Did you forget already my brother's there? He told me about her. Who is that young and beautiful woman? Just tell me. Who's staying with you can't be your mother.
She's the maid. I hired her not long before. You're not here to clean and stuff, so I had to hire someone to do that.
So you're sharing the bedroom with your maid.
I'm not that stupid.
You've been cheating on me. I thought you couldn't get any lower, but here you are at rock bottom.
No, I haven't been cheating. This isn't fair.
Since when do you care about playing fair? You want a divorce because you want to be with her? That's why you kept on pushing for one. That was your plan all along. On top of all that, you used your parents as an excuse. Not only are you a cheater, but you're also spineless. How did I not see it?
Wait. You've got it all wrong.
Oh, care to explain then? How I get it wrong? Which part of what I said is wrong? You bought that apartment to impress her, right? You thought that she wouldn't be able to refuse your proposal if it came with a high-rise apartment.
What? What? How did you know that?
Your girlfriend told Peter everything. She wasn't shy about hiding it. Did you think that she wouldn't get back to me somehow? And apparently, she's an escort. Is that how you met her? You thought that you'd be able to impress her if you got her a high-rise apartment?
No. Not real. Not really.
What do you mean, not really? Then tell me.
Well, you're actually right, but please, this is getting embarrassing. Please forgive me.
Out of all the things that you've done, cheating on me with an escort isn't the worst. I will forgive you, but only on one condition.
What? What?
You need to give Peter that apartment.
No way I can't do that.
Fine. Then I'll go to the police about this. And I'll tell your company, too.
No, you can't do that. We can settle this some other way, but I can't give away the apartment. If I do that, I won't be able to afford alimony or any divorce settlement. You understand that, right?
I definitely know that you can't afford to pay anything. Your salary is way too low. Even with my father's house, his down payment, the monthly mortgage for the condo will eat up most of your paycheck. You make even less than I do, and that's what you can't stand, right? Even though my income was what helped you sustain a reasonably good lifestyle. You couldn't stand the fact that a woman made more than you. You're just a small man.
Fine, I admit it. It was my fault. I acted on my impulses. Please, I'm desperate here. I can't give up my house. I'll have nowhere to go.
I'm sure you'll be able to find a closet or a couch somewhere.
I just moved, Sam. I can't afford to do that all over again. I don't have money for security deposits and all that now. I bought her so many things. I'm up to my eyeballs in credit card bills. I don't have any money.
I know why you're telling me all this. What's your point?
Let's start over, Sam. Let's pretend that this never happened and start again. We'll cancel the divorce. Everything was my fault. And I'm sorry, but we can still get back together. It'll be great.
You must have hit your head somewhere. That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. I don't ever want to get back together with you. You and that escort of yours need to get out and find some other place to live.
If she finds out the truth, she'll leave me for sure. She thinks that I'm single. That was what I told her.
How lucky for you that she believed you without any doubts.
I can see that this is going nowhere.
That's right. The only one going anywhere is you and your girlfriend getting out of that house. And by the way, I told your parents everything you've been up to already. So that you don't have to.
What? What?
Your mom and dad are very unhappy with you. They were so surprised to find out that they had co-signed on the lease. They could be charged with accessory if we pressed charges. They're also very disappointed that you cheated on me with some escort and bought a house that was beyond your means. You can't seem to stop making such stupid choices. They're ashamed to have you as their son.
You cornered me, Sam. I can't even go to my parents for help now. God, what am I supposed to do now? I can't go anywhere.
That sounds like a you problem. It has nothing to do with me. The only thing I want you to do is get out of that house as soon as possible.
Wait! You need to give me more time. I need to think about this.
No. You don't have any time left. Just get out. If you don't, I'm going to start telling everyone else. And there's going to be real consequences to pay if you lose that job. Then you really won't have anything left.
Okay, I'll leave. Just please don't tell my company about this.
I won't as long as you move out of there.
You should keep your word, Sam.
Don't say anything. Hurry up. After that, John moved out of the apartment. Then he stayed in an hotel for a while, but soon ran out of money. The court recognized that our marriage ended because he cheated on me, so he was ordered to pay a little extra in alimony. Of course, I wasn't gonna let him off that easily. I sent an email to his boss. The company normally didn't want to get involved in scandals. John was fired not long after that. So now I can start a new life with no attachments with what happened in the past.
This trip will be nice. I very much look forward to it.
A trip? What do you mean? Like a day trip?
Longer than a day trip.
Well, there's no way I can go. Have you forgotten that the baby will be born this month? Only a few weeks left until that day.
How can I forget? All I see is a huge belly every day. You look like a whale. This trip without you, I told you about it. This is a trip for me. You know, with a baby coming, I wouldn't have much of a chance to escape. I had to take a chance while I could and hide for a while, for my sanity.
A little bit? How long do you plan to go? And who do you go with? Friend? Or alone?
Is that really important? I'll go and come back, that's all you need to know.
Wait, so you won't tell me who you go with?
I will go with someone unrelated to you because you will not be on the trip. If you come, I will tell you all the details, but in this situation you should definitely stay calm at home. I'll go on a short trip, come back, and maybe the baby will be born. I bet the timing would be perfect.
Michael, there are 7 days to go, but it's not uncommon for babies to be born prematurely. What if the baby arrives early and you are not here? Also, with the recent heavy snowfall, there's no way I could have gone to the hospital without you. I really think you should reconsider this trip.
How likely is that to happen? It's not like it's coming soon. In addition, you will be able to get to the hospital on your own. You are an adult girl.
Why are you saying something like that? Honestly, if I was really stuck, I would have to take a taxi.
Don't take a taxi. You know how expensive they are? We don't make money, you know. Just ask your friend to drive for you.
This is crazy. Honestly, why are you traveling so close to your baby's due date?
I've been planning this trip for a while now, Alicia. It was something I was really looking forward to. Now is the best time possible. Like I said, it's going to be very busy after the baby is born. Now is my only chance.
Although the timing is not good at all. I wish you would take care of me and my new baby a little more. It is irresponsible to go out traveling at this time.
What do you want me to do? Foot massage? Cook dinner for you? I did all of that, and to be honest, I'm a bit tired of it. I know pregnant women need to eat, but you have really bloated. I think you have an excessive appetite.
Are you insulting me? You know I need to eat more to feed my baby, right? I guess you wouldn't know because you don't have a growing baby in your belly.
It's normal to gain a little weight, but... Never mind.
Have you talked to your mother yet? Looks like your dad isn't doing very well. His health really took a hit.
Yes, I know. I was talking with her.
So you really think now is a good time for a trip?
For you and me, the sooner Dad isn't good, the sooner I get that inheritance. We talked about how good that money would be for us. Maybe we can get the hot tub you've always wanted.
What? We have never talked about anything like that.
That's one of the reasons I booked this trip. It's a pretty nice hotel. It even has champagne service.
I cannot believe it. How can you not care so? Your father is not well at all, and you have been thinking about money.
You and your mother keep telling me to save for my children, to save money for the future. Now is my only chance to save some. You also understand, don't you? All cannot be hard work, must also have some games. If you just work without playing, it will make Michael a stupid boy.
That is selfishness. You have been so kind to me, to my mother, to everyone. You have really changed recently. Going on a lavish trip and staying in a luxury hotel when your dad is sick and you're about to have a baby? I think you need to check your head.
You don't understand me at all. I'm the one who makes money paying for the house, the food, the car, and everything. Where is the appreciation? Where is the respect? Is that too much to ask? After all I've done for you, you criticize me and complain that I did wrong. Don't you think rest is good? Work-life balance, remember?
I'm just criticizing you because what you're doing is completely inappropriate.
All right. I don't think you will understand my way of thinking. You told me to think about you more, but I think you need to reevaluate your priorities. If we get a divorce, you'll be in bad shape, Alicia. Remember that, okay?
Michael, you have really changed. I don't even know who you're going with this trip. That's not shady at all.
I told you it doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with you. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm leaving, and there's nothing you can do to make me change my mind now. One more thing. Do you think you can lose weight after having a baby? I'm having a hard time finding your charm with that body of yours.
Shut up! You've said enough. I won't let you go on this trip. I'm calling your mother. What? You locked me in the warehouse? The doors are all locked.
I have to do it, Alicia. I'm sorry, but you care too much about my case. You will never let me go on this trip.
Whatever. I don't care about that trip. Get me out of here. It's cold. Snow will continue to fall tonight and could become dangerous. This is dangerous, Michael.
Well, maybe you should think about that before you start calling me by that name thoughtlessly and irresponsibly. Is there a window there? It's also insulated, so it shouldn't be that bad. Just enjoy the lovely view when it snows.
There's not even a fireplace here. You're crazy. I really can't believe you did.
Spend the night in there recollecting. Then maybe when I come back tomorrow, you'll be able to treat me a little better. Like how a husband should be treated.
Your reasoning is quite the opposite. I really can't stand this. You locked me in our storage room with no heater, no food, nothing. I can die.
Don't overreact, Alicia, you'll be fine. Just take a moment to think, and I really feel that you will have a better understanding of all I have to offer our family once you get out of this. And hope you will respect me a little bit. Remember, a good wife should listen and obey her husband. That's how she learned to act and behave in public. That is common knowledge.
Okay, Michael. I'm thinking about what you said and I think I can understand. You just want a little more respect, and I feel appreciated. I understand that. It is a very normal human emotion. I can certainly relate. So please let me out of here. Honestly, it's getting really cold.
Ha! I just said I'll be back tomorrow. You can spend a little more time thinking about it. I'm already out the door. Actually, I came to see my friend quite late. I should have been at the meeting point a long time ago.
Are you serious? Are you going to leave me in the warehouse? What the hell happened to you?
Take your time to think and I'll be back tomorrow. Okay? See you later.
Michael! This is not safe for the baby. Think about the baby.
Alicia, how do you feel? I know your baby's due date, so I thought I'd call. But I need to let you know that Robert is not doing very well. I think it's best for you and Michael to come here tonight, just to see him. I sent a message to Michael, but for some reason he didn't reply.
Mom! Thanks God! I need your help. I'm in the barn outside our house. You have to get the key and get me out of here, quick.
What? Where's Michael? Is he not with you?
No, he doesn't. He has been traveling. I will tell you later, now you just have to come here.
What? You mean the outside warehouse? You will freeze in there. A trip at a time like this? This is crazy.
Yes. He's talking about inheritance. That's why he decided to stay at a high-class hotel. I really don't know who he went with. He didn't tell me.
Oh my God. Did my son do that? I'm so sorry, Alicia. I'm ashamed to hear that.
Mom, my phone's battery is about to run out. It's too cold. My fingers were cramp. It's hard to type messages.
I'm sorry, Alicia. I'll come.
Please come quickly. I can't stand it anymore.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I will also bring Alan. He can help if we have any problems. Is the gate open? We'll be able to get in, right? Alicia, are you there? Alicia!
I'm on my way back. After we talked yesterday morning, I haven't heard from you. What happened? I thought about it then. Locking you up in a warehouse can be a bit overwhelming. I'm sorry about that, I'm just a little impatient. How's it going? You know, you need to know how to respect me.
Go home, Michael. Right away. We are all waiting for you.
Huh? All who are waiting for me? Alicia, what's wrong?
This is not Alicia, Michael. I am your mother. I know what you did. Lock your pregnant wife in the barn. In a blizzard, nothing more and nothing less.
What were your thoughts on traveling at the moment? Honestly, I have no words to tell you.
Mom, why are you using Alicia's phone?
Michael, you need to take responsibility for what you did. This time you really messed up, and I really don't know how you're going to get rid of it.
Is everything okay with Alicia? Nothing bad happened, right? And all who are gathered at home? What happened?
Stop. Go home now. I will explain the situation to you after you get here. I don't want to say that over the phone. The whole family is here, Michael. They know what you did. How did you travel right when your father was seriously ill? They all knew how he locked his pregnant wife in that barn.
Listen, Mom, I have a good reason for all this. You don't even know the whole story. Don't jump to conclusions and mislead people now.
Okay, while you're here, we can talk. A direct way. Anyway, we are all waiting for you to come here. Come early.
Alicia, are you okay? I was so anxious. I am very happy that everything is fine.
Huh? What do you want? Don't pretend to worry about me. I don't need your fake sympathy.
I'm not just saying it, I'm really worried. I kept thinking about you, even after I took that trip.
Oh, is that so? That's why you ignore messages from me and your family? You must have been very worried.
No, I'll answer, just a bad signal. I really want to, believe me.
Wow, your tone has changed. However, it was too late. Perhaps if you had actually checked your phone, you would have been able to say goodbye to your father in a kind way. You don't know that he passed away just hours after you were traveling. You missed your last chance to say goodbye to him.
I know. I went to my parents' house and the whole family was waiting there. They are all really sad. The atmosphere is so gloomy.
You don't seem disinterested about it.
Unreasonable. I care a lot. Like I care about you too. By the way, how is the baby?
I told you, don't ask about me. How was your outing with Edna?
Huh. What are you talking about?
That's the one you went with, right? Edna, I think so. When your father passed away, your mother called the hotel to see you, and the hotel staff gave her your partner's name.
Why did she call the hotel? It was supposed to be my own trip. Why does she interfere in my business? Besides, it was a business trip. Edna is my colleague and we met clients there.
Oh, yes. So that's why you say you deserve to have fun, you need some time. Not to mention the champagne service. That really sounds like very busy.
You don't know, Alicia. You were not there. I did a lot of work.
It's not important. We're getting divorced.
What? You didn't mean that, did you?
Last week you really showed your true self. I found out who you really are. A person who is heartless and only cares about himself. Locked me up in the warehouse, not answering the family's phone calls when my father was seriously ill. Unforgivable.
But you're pregnant with our baby, Alicia. We're going to start a family, as we've always talked about.
Why would I want to start a family with a piece of trash like you? To me, you're dead, Michael.
Well, I admit that locking you up in a warehouse can be a bit overwhelming. I never thought it would drop below zero, which was a real surprise for me. So like I said, I'm really glad you're okay.
It's too late to apologize. Your words are meaningless. Anyway, I'm not pregnant with your baby anymore.
What? What happened to the child?
No. The baby was born. I don't tell you where. You are not allowed to see it.
What? Why don't you tell me such an important thing? Remember, it's my child as well as yours. I deserve to know.
Do you deserve to know? Okay, why don't you stay home to see the baby being born? Oh yes, you cheated on me with your colleague. I don't care. After this, we'll get a divorce, and I'll do my best to raise this baby. Alone.
What? As a father, I asked to see him.
It is a little girl. After the divorce is over, you need to pay child support. I already have a list of other expenses that I will have my attorney review. Raising kids as a single mom isn't easy, but it's better than raising them with you.
Alicia, is this some kind of joke? If this is true, I really can't stand it. I need to see her. She is my daughter.
It is not a joke. This shouldn't be a surprise to you. Your mother also completely understands. She is on my side in this.
My mother? Why is she involved in this? You should tell me first.
Well, after you locked me in that barn, I had to ask your mom and brother to let me out. Luckily, they saved me before I froze there. And then I talked to your mother for a long time. We discussed the really thoughtless things you did, and she decided to remove your name from the will.
What? Remove my name from the will? Stop it. What are you talking about, Alicia? It was supposed to be my inheritance, but you screwed it up. I really will get you back for this.
Is that a threat? Anyway, don't blame me. It is your family's decision. They decided together, as far as I know.
No. I have the right to take that money. I am his biological son. What the hell? How could it be like this?
The family has come to a decision, and I think it's a fair decision considering what you've done. Your mother is also very thoughtful about giving you a small amount of money to support your child. She was completely heartbroken by the whole situation. That is completely understandable.
Alicia, let's talk about this. This whole situation is spiraling out of control.
I don't want to hear your annoying voice again. You have to be alone for a long time and think about what you have done. Live in that barn, you heartless bastard. After giving birth to a beautiful baby girl, I contacted Michael's mother, who prevented Michael from going to the hospital and seeing the newborn baby. After that, I decided to spend time with my family. My parents helped me a lot in taking care of the baby. On the other hand, Michael was really shocked by the fact that he didn't get anything from his father's inheritance. But what's even worse is that after this situation, his whole family ignores his calls and texts. Predictably, the woman Michael dated on that tour discovered he was married and immediately dumped him. Rumors spread to his office, making the atmosphere so bad that he chose to quit and find a new job in the countryside. There he lived a lonely life, unable to see his young daughter or family again.